Good morning. Right, so we have been working on this 2022 Range Rover Sport. Richard has had this car in for 3 days and the customers come all the way down from the Midlands for us to work our magic on here. Now, it's not something that we would ordinarily do or want to do because we're so busy doing what we specialise in, and that's the retrofits. But you could class this as a retrofit because this particular vehicle didn't come with any of the features that we have fitted today. And although yes, you can order a Range Rover with some of these features, the waiting list for a lot of new cars at the moment because of the crisis, pandemic and everything else that's gone on has caused some real problems. And I know that because we've had to wait a long time for a car here. Now this customer has come down with a load of ambient interior lighting and some other mods that he wanted us to install. Ordinarily, we don't want to get involved with fitting other people's kit because then if it fails 6 months down the line, you then have to pay for it to be removed, sent back, etc, etc. So what we've done today, well the last 3 days, is we have fitted all 4 doors, front and rear, have got exit warning lights to show any people at night that the vehicle door is open. We have done pocket lights and we've done ambient strip lighting, which Rich has done an absolutely awesome job on. Also, in the front footwells only, we've got colour changing Footwell LEDs. On the boot lid, we've got 2 exit warning lights with LEDs in red and an awesome aftermarket Range Rover strip that's been integrated into the side lights and the brake light, so that when you turn the vehicle on through the comfort remote and also when you brake, this bar that looks a bit like an e-tron bar lights up and glows, and when you brake it glows as well. Looks awesome. Anyway, so I'm going to show you now what Richard's been working on and then we're going to turn off the lights. So obviously you're behind the camera watching this, you can't see what we can see as well as we'd like you to see it because it does look awesome. Okay, 2022 Range Rover Sport. So if I open the doors, obviously we have got really good lighting here in the workshop, and you can see here we've got exit warning lights. Now we didn't buy this kit, so ordinarily would have gone with something that was black, not transparent, but it was the nicest, closest thing that he could find that he wanted us to fit. And none of this is vertical, so we've had to go with what room we've got in the pocket once the door card's off and give you best functionality. Now we have seen these kits before with these strips. They are not manufactured in the UK, let me say that as the politest possible way, and they, when you come in a box on a reel, they just look a bit cheap and nasty. But if you pay to have it fitted professionally, then we will do the very best we can to make it look really good, so that it's not just hanging out in 6 months time or not working, whatever else. And it's simply a light strip with an LED going all the way down, and it looks really, really good. So what Rich has done is he has fitted door pocket. Now this particular kit comes with 2 little door pocket LEDs, the main LED and this little heat shrink tube that you can pop in to light up door handles and other stuff. But because this is not a dedicated kit for the Range Rover, we are limited to what we can do. But hopefully you can say, well, if I'm sat in the back of this Range Rover or in the front, what an awesome bit of kit. So strip lighting here, door pocket lighting, exit warning lights. We didn't do these. These are factory fit puddle lights and look pretty cool anyway. So then let's work over to the front. Again, you've got exit warning lights. You've got the door strip, which is incredibly difficult to work around because you want it to look good, but you also then want to make sure that it's gonna not just, like I said, pop out in a few months after shutting the door a few times. You've got pocket lights sitting inside here, so when you've got a really nice dark road that you're on, this is just going to look absolutely awesome. Okay, so what we've got is there we go. So because the car has gone into safety mode, the ignition's been on for 10 minutes. It's just powered off. So let me just turn that back on again. Okay, so you're going to hear the dash camera just boot up And you can see now we've got the Footwell lights. Now you've got a remote control with this, it's all RF, which means that you've got a nice wireless remote control, and you can go through all of the different colours that we've got as options. I've got my favourites anyway, to be honest, so if I just do this, Richard might be just get both of those in the lens. You've got red, you've got green, you've got blue, you've got white, you've got orange, you've got yellow, you've got cyan, you've got purple. The list is endless, but I won't bore you with it. But you can do all sorts of stuff. You can probably even get it to perform to your music, whatever you're listening to. Right. So what we're going to do now is we've shown you the passenger side, exactly the same on the driver's side. If we open the boot lid here, before we show you this, so don't look, we've got the exit warning lights. Now the exit warning lights here, we've just gone for 2. Customer said, well look, we can have up to 4. I think it would have looked a bit silly, so Richard's gone with 2 and fitted these. So again, when the boot's open, anybody in the dark can then see that they're on, and they're wired up and into the comfort lighting on the boot strip. Okay, so that's it. We all have also fitted I think a dash cam front and rear for this customer with a backup external battery as well. So now we get to the best bit that I was most excited about. I thought it was going to look cheap and nasty, but we are absolutely delighted with the end result of this. Because the ignition is on, we've got our front and rear LED lights on, and this LED strip here is a whole panel. It's not just fitted in, it's a whole panel that gets put in and then wired up. So at the moment, on normal daylight driving mode, you've got this soft light on. Now, if I was to put the brakes on, hopefully with just the ignition on, that should work. So if I put the brakes on, like so, you've got all of the brakes coming on now, and you can see that that light strip has then got brighter. Now, if I turn the ignition off, if I now turn the ignition off and lock the car, hopefully Richard can get this in on the shop. Well, we'll probably do it as well in a second. There you go, almost a bit of a Night Rider setup that just looks really good, and it reminds me of the new Audi A6 platform with the lights that do this sort of starting up, booting up process, and they just look absolutely fantastic. Right, so I've just unlocked, but because we're in the illuminated workshop, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn the lights off. Right, okay, let the camera readjust to stuff. If Richard can zoom in on this, these are puddle lights fitted by Range Rover that have just got the outside outline of the car. They're really cool, and they're built into the wing mirrors, and they're on a comfort feature as well. So if I now unlock the vehicle, there's the light strip just turned on like so. And then if I lock, let's see if it's going to do exactly the same. So if I lock, watch the light strip. You can probably imagine, that is just absolutely awesome. I know we're a bit geeky here, we love toys, but right, let me just put the ignition on. So how Richard has wired these up is through the lighting circuit. It would help if I unlock the car. If you have it on the lighting circuit, the vehicle is going to so the vehicle is going to give you full functionality, providing your lights are on. Because if they're not on, then there's no point having it on, because it's not going to be dark enough for you to appreciate the hard work that's gone into this vehicle. So 2022 Range Rover Sport, awesome lighting upgrade. Would we do this again? Yes, we would. It's not cheap. This has taken nearly 3 days of hard work and labour, and we are a specialist in what we do. So just to go back over what we've done again, exit warning lights supplied to us, ambient door lighting strip with internal pocket LEDs, Footwell lights at the front on all 4 doors, and colour changing with the remote control. We've also done exit warning lights in the boot lid and we've done this super duper rear light bar at the back that works on side lights and brake lights, and then does some fancy stuff when you lock it. It just makes this car stand out a bit more, gives that more premium refined feel for when you're driving at night. So if you want something like this done, or you know somebody that's got a car that just wants some uber cool lighting, then get in touch with us. The website is www.advanced-incar.co.uk. Thanks for watching our videos. We love doing them and we love you watching them. Please don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends and family, and wait until the next video.